NBC7's Nightly Check-In is sponsored by Bill Howe Plumbing, Heating and Air, Flood and Restoration.
We know how.
7 Camp Pendleton Marines and a sailor are still missing after a deadly training mishap near San Clemente Island. It's breaking news we've been following throughout the day. Thanks for joining us for our Nightly Check-In. I'm Bridget Naso. The Marine Corps says an amphibious assault vehicle, or AAV, was traveling from the island to a Navy ship around 5:45 yesterday evening. Officials say that's when the AAV started sinking about halfway through their training routine. 15 Marines and 1 sailor were on board. 8 Marines have been rescued. 1 Marine died and 2 Marines are in critical condition at Scripps La Jolla Hospital. Here's what the Marine Corps Commandant said about where the investigation and the rescue mission stands right now.
I'd like to thank everyone for their heartfelt condolences on behalf of our Marines, sailors, and family members affected by this tragic mishap. Let me add my own condolences and prayers to theirs, and ask everyone to keep the families of these service members in their thoughts.
5 of the 8 Marines rescued are now back on board a Navy ship. The Marines say they are working with the Navy and Coast Guard. They're also not releasing the names of the service members involved in the incident at this time. A Central Valley teenager is now the youngest person in California to die from coronavirus. The State Department of Public Health says the victim had other health conditions. No other details are available. It's extremely rare for children to die from COVID-19. As of mid-July, the CDC said that 228 children had died of the disease in the U.S. That's less than 2 percentage points of the nation's deaths. Now to the latest local coronavirus numbers. The county has identified 13 new outbreaks in San Diego County. Officials say in the past 7 days, they have identified a total of 38 community outbreaks. That's more than 5 times above the trigger of 7 or more in 7 days. And when it comes to cases, there are 380 new cases, and the daily positive rate is 4%. 3 new deaths were also announced, bringing the total to 561. There's a lot of reaction from parents and students and teachers today after the San Diego Unified School District released new details of its plan for distance learning in the fall. The new details include a full 6-hour day for teachers and students with guaranteed 3 hours of online learning. It will be up to the teachers to break the class up into small groups as well. Teachers will hold a daily office hour to give feedback, and 2 hours of the day would be assignments given by the teacher for students to work on independently.
When I saw the 180 minutes for me personally, I was like, how am I going to break that up?
The president of the teachers union said the plan makes improvements to the online learning that puts the emphasis on quality instruction and creates space for families. The district says teachers will continue to be evaluated by their principals and students will be graded. Scorching summer temperatures are blanketing San Diego, with parts of the county under a heat advisory and excessive heat warning. The heat sent a lot of families, as you can see, to the beach today to escape it.
And we're here to escape the heat. It's very hot today.
The first time you get in the water, like once your legs go all the way in, it feels like just you're sitting in a bucket of ice.
A bucket of ice. So how hot will it get this weekend? Crystal Egger has your forecast.
Hey, good Friday evening. I'm meteorologist Crystal Egger. We are in the middle of a heat wave. The temperatures peaked today. We have had record-setting high temperatures. Now, Saturday, we still have a heat advisory. Even though temperatures come down 1 or 2 degrees, it's still going to be hot. And then more cooling on the way by Sunday. Temperatures at the beaches will be in the upper 70s, some lower 90s for the mountains and inland valleys there on Sunday, but still excessive heat all weekend long in the deserts.
NBC7's Nightly Check-In is sponsored by Bill Howe Plumbing, Heating and Air, Flood and Restoration.
Call 1-800-BILL-HOWE. Bill Howe. We know how.
Wet floor, soggy mess? Call Bill Howe Plumbing. We're the slab leak experts. Our flood service division can repair any water damage and restore your home. For the great service and pricing you have come to expect, you know who to call.
'Cause we know how.
We know how.
Local scientists are conducting research to find if the coronavirus lives on commonly shared surfaces, and San Diegans have the opportunity to help. Researchers at San Diego State are asking for volunteers to swab everyday surfaces people touch, like trash cans, ATM machines, gas pumps, doorknobs, just to name a few. You'll be sent a kit which contains swabs, vials, and PPE equipment. The samples will be sent back to the university's lab for analysis to see if COVID-19 stayed on any of those surfaces.
So the idea is for you to sample your home if you're in a strict quarantine, like most of us in the project are, or places that you come into contact with routinely. Do not go looking for the virus.
Right now, 500 people have been approved to volunteer. The goal is to get 1,000. If you're interested in participating in the study, go to our website, NBC7.com, and search Coronavirus Surface Study. Before we sign off, check out a new episode of our Into San Diego podcast. In this week's episode, we're going into years of fraud and the shocking admission from a local rabbi injured in the Poway synagogue shooting. Have a good night.